Hello everyone, I am Ankit Tripathi. I joined Centurion Defence Academy for my written and for my SSB as well. Today I am here to tell you about my success mantra. I would like to start from the very beginning. मेरे पापा आर्मी से रिटायर्ड हैं. My father served for 26 long years in army service corps. And if I talk about my family members, then I have my mother and my brother as well. My elder brother is currently National Defence Academy in 6th term. So by this only you can get a fair idea that from the childhood itself I was motivated to join the defense forces, that to be as a commissioned officer. Now if I talk about my childhood, then after 5th class I joined Rashtriya Military School Ajmer for my further studies. Now the major contribution of my school was in enhancing my personality and molding me into a better human and to become potential candidate to become an officer. From 6th to 12th I stayed there only. अगर मैं अपने 10th तक की जर्नी को बताऊं तो आई वॉज अ डिसेंट चैप हु वॉज इंटरेस्टेड इन को करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज़ एंड ऑल्सो इन स्पोर्ट्स. सो ये इन दो चीज़ों ने मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्ट करने में काफ़ी हेल्प की, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट जस्ट एकेडमिक्स दैट हेल्प्स यू टू बिकम अ बेटर पर्सन विद अ गुड पर्सनैलिटी, बट ऑल्सो द थिंग्स दैट यू डू, द अचीवमेंट्स दैट यू गेन बाय डूइंग सच काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. So till 10th, my major focus was towards CC and sports only. But the moment I got into 11th class, my major focus shifted from these two things to my academics, because मैं इन चीज़ों में starting से I was not that good, and I knew that I have to clear my NDA in my first attempt itself. So when I came in 11th class, I started preparing for, if I talk about 11th, that was COVID period. So the whole 11th I did my self study by my own, from my school, from my phone, and I make use of my phone in the best possible way. I used to attempt the papers of previous years in 11th that were of selected chapters that were of 11th class only. So it gave me a fair idea that how to approach the model paper. Now this was a very different story up till 11th, but when I came in 12th class, situation changed a lot, because now you are very much closer to what you have aimed for in these past 7 years, because those 6 years went by and you are just too much close to your NDA written. मैंने जितना मेहनत की थी उसको to give a very good final conclusion, I joined Centurion Defence Academy so that I can get to know कि where am I standing and what all final efforts I have to make and in which direction I need to work upon. So I joined it for my crash course of 4 months. I attempted mock papers and I was doing fairly well in those. So I had this belief in myself that yes, Ankit, you will surely get through the written part, and I did. Now if I talk about the written, till after written, things changed a lot, because till written everything was in your hand only, although after written as well things are in your hand, but it is something that can't be changed in just a way or two, just a day or 2 days. It will take a very large amount of time, very large investment, and that confidence I had in myself. Like I was in military school for past 7 years, so I knew that I have invested those 7 years in a very good way. Moreover, I had good people around me. The friends that I made there, they helped me in numerous ways. They are very much supportive in each and everything, be it academics, be it sports, or be it any other thing. After passing my written, I was selected for SSB. Now what I did was, with my friends we used to start preparing for our SSB. Like we used to give lecture in front of each other, and after that we used to have our group discussion practice on many different topics, and we used to point out the mistakes that we all are having, and we used to work upon those things. Apart from this, I participated in the morning assemblies. I used to give my extempore speeches on different kind of topics, be it minimal or be it the one that is related to the foreign issues. Now all these things helped me to gain confidence over my running English, because कहीं ना कहीं इसका भी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रोल होता है आपकी सिलेक्शन में, क्योंकि आपके इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस में द मोर हैंडी यू आर विथ योर इंग्लिश, तुम अपने आप को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से प्रेजेंट कर पाओगे, एंड द बेटर यू आर इन इट, द बेटर यू विल स्कोर. This is what I had in my mind. Now after this, there was a slight pressure on me also, because coming from a family wherein मेरे पिताजी जो आर्मी में ही थे, आर्मी से रिटायर्ड हुए, और ऊपर से मेरे भैया जो पहले से नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी में थे, तो मेरे माता पिता मेरे को भी ऐसी नज़र से देखते थे कि मेरे छोटे बेटे का भी हो जाएगा। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये इट गेव मी अ सेल्फ बूस्ट इन सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, बट एट द सेम टाइम it pressurized me that Ankit, there are your parents who are looking on to you. You are not alone in this. So I made use of those pressure in a very effective way. I tried to give my best, and that kept me motivated throughout. Now if I talk about my first day of SSB, it was quite good. I did my best and I was screened in. After that thing, for the 4 days I enjoyed and did nothing else, because now being perturbed about your SSB during SSB is not the thing that you should do. SSB से पहले I did whatever I could have done. For psych part I used to practice by the book रणनीति, जो कि सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी की है। उससे साइक करने से मेरे को एक काफ़ी अच्छे से आइडिया हो गया था कि किस किस वैरायटी के क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं और उनको किस तरीके से अप्रोच करना चाहिए। और उसके बाद GTO पोर्शन में भी GTO ग्राउंड जो सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी का है, वहाँ जाने से PGT और HGT में मेरे को काफ़ी अच्छे से I got to know that how to handle my group in an effective way, because it's all about how good you are in that thing, and that I was able to do. Now if I talk about the final day, then it was, although I was not perturbed, but still you are human. Fear is a natural phenomena. It was there in my mind that what will happen and how the results are going to turn out. और कहीं ना कहीं मुझे डर तो बहुत था, पर मुझे at the back of my mind I knew that I have performed good and good results will come out. As soon as the officer started to call out the chest number, mine was 35. He started to call out 1, 8, 19. Mine was second last. Till that time, I was pretty much said that my chest number is coming or not. And the moment he said 35, I was astonished, because although I was expecting myself to get recommended, but at the same time, you don't really know that how that particular situation is going to be. और उस पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन को मैं नहीं, मतलब I can't express in my own words, because that is something that is worth living. He called out my chest number, and I was this much excited that he just asked me to get up, spell out my name and spell my roll number. But being out of excitement, I spelled out my name, my chest number, my roll number, my father's name, and everything. He gave me a smile and he told me to come forward and take the chest number of medical. Now the moment I wore that chest number, it made me realize of all those efforts that I have continuously made in getting that chest number. Although those were those 5 days only, but those 5 days take a whole lot of investment. That is not just 1 or 2 days of work that will help you to get through those 5 days. It's your continuous efforts, and more or less in your journey you are not alone. It's your parents, it's your well-wishers, it's your friend who are there with you, who were there with me also, and I am glad that I had those kind of friends. Now if I talk about my basic motivation, then it was my father and my brother only, because if you come from such kind of background wherein everyone was from defense background only, then there is not a single question that you want to join anything else, because of the life that you live, because of all the adventures that you have in army. That is something that can't be described in just words. So I wanted to do it in the first place only. Then if I talk about the contribution of Centurion Defence Academy for my SSB, it was Centurion Defence Academy played a vital role in me getting recommended, because although there are persons who are having good personalities, but if they don't get a good coaching, then they don't have a good idea that how to perform and how to showcase their personality. Now ऐसा कई बार होता है कि कुछ बंदे काफ़ी अच्छे होते हैं, लेकिन उनको वो हड़बड़ा जाते हैं या फिर वो हेजिटेट करते हैं कहीं ना कहीं कैसे उन्हें परफॉर्म करना चाहिए या फिर कैसे कुछ चीज़ों को आगे रखना चाहिए. कोचिंग से यू गेट टू नो दैट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स यू शुड हाइड एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स यू शुड bravely showcase, because that is something that assessors will look into you, and that is something that I got to know here. By all the interviews that I had here, I got a very decent idea that how I'm going, and I was pretty good with it. My achievements helped me a lot. Now if I talk about each and everything in a conclusion, then the simple thing is, for written you can be dependent on just yourself and your hard work, but for SSB it's not just your hard work, it is your smart work as well as the dedication and your discipline, because that is something that will showcase in your 5 days of experience in your SSB, and that is one thing that I believe that each one of you must have to do good in your SSB. Thank you. जय हिंद.
सन 2022 में भारत में सर्वाधिक सिलेक्शन देने के बाद अब सन 2023 में बारी है अपने ही रिकॉर्ड को तोड़ने की। आप भी बन सकते हैं हमारे इस कारवा का हिस्सा, हमारी ऐतिहासिक कामयाबी का इस हिस्सा। आज ही संपर्क करें हमारे ऑफिशियल नंबर पर और ज्वाइन करें सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी।